Hey, Diamond Sula, guys. I'm back again with another video. Today we are reacting to My Story Animated. All my friends are toxic. Let's get into it, guys.
Hi everyone, my name is Marina and I'm from Nevada. Please like and subscribe. I was raised in a small town by my aunt who owned a small bakery and loved me to bits. Aw, honey, today's your first day at school, so I packed muffins for all your classmates so you can make a lot of new friends. You're awesome, Aunt June. She wasn't super rich, but she was the richest person at heart, and that's why everyone loved her so much, including me.
Anything that comes from the heart is genuine.
I always wanted to be just like her, so I'd help her out at the bakery. Marina, I'm gonna go out for a bit. Can you put the pink icing on the cupcakes? Sure thing. Later, when the customer came to pick up her order, it turned out I'd caused a disaster. This was supposed to be for a gender reveal party, but you put yellow icing on the cake. Ugh! That wasn't the first time I mixed up colors. My aunt knew something was wrong with me. Turned out I had
She's colorblind. Aww.
blindness, and I couldn't differentiate between certain colors. Is it gonna be like this forever, Aunt June? I'm afraid so, honey. But cheer up, because I've got a brilliant idea. The next day, everything in the house and all the ingredients in the bakery were labeled along with their colors. Aunt June made things so easy
She's such a good auntie
for me, and our life was just perfect. Until one day, when I was in second grade, an old man walked into our bakery and offered to buy it. This bakery has been passed down from generations in our family, and there's no way I'm gonna sell it. But the man's tone just got more rude. You should have signed these papers while I asked you nicely, but now you're just gonna pay for your
See, I feel like men are like that for real in real life. They're entitled. A woman told them no, a woman don't want to do something, and now they want to get all up in their face and tell them what they should do. Like, dude, you don't know me. He don't know her. You know what I'm saying? Come on now.
stupidity. If you don't leave now, I'm gonna smash your car and then you'll have to pay for your stupidity, sir. The old man left at my warning, but the next week, another man was back with some papers that claimed that the bakery didn't belong to my aunt because her parents never signed the deal in her name, and now we had to move out. My aunt looked around for help, but the legalities were too complicated and no one was ready to help. So eventually, we had to give away our bakery and move to the city. Thankfully, Aunt had enough savings to rent a small place, and she started working in a small grocery store. And while I was trying to adjust to this new life, I saw a kid my age in the front yard one day, choking on something. I immediately ran to help him.
Look, she about to save his life.
But the moment the food stuck in his throat came out, I was shocked. Why were you eating a doll's head?
I wasn't.
He pushed me back and ran into his house next to ours.
At least he could have did say thank you, though. Come on now.
Turns out he was the landlady's kid, Timmy, and he was so weird. Whenever I'd try to go close to him, he'd just run away. Even when I joined school, I saw some kids throwing popcorn at him, but he wouldn't budge. Hey, why won't you say anything? Why do you let those kids bully you? But instead of answering me, he just ran out of there.
Wow, why he just running away? Like, probably not used to having any friends.
And I decided I wasn't gonna bother with this guy anymore. But later that night, I was in my room when I heard someone crying. I looked out of my window and saw it was Timmy crying in his room. So I climbed onto the tree outside my window and jumped into his room. And he freaked out.
What are you doing here?
Look, I don't know the deal with you, but if there's some issue, you really need to talk about it. At first he hesitated, but then he broke down.
I miss my dad. Ever since Mom and he got divorced, I haven't seen him, and the kids at school always make fun of me because of that. I hate it here.
Hey, it's gonna be all right. I told him things were gonna be easy only if he fought back and didn't let those kids get to him. And it seemed like my advice worked. The next day, I saw Timmy was surrounded by a bunch of kids. I heard the cupcakes we gave you last time had Barbie heads in them. We're so sorry for that. Here, take these. They have cockroaches. And to my shock,
Oh my gosh, kids could be so cruel.
Timmy pushed the bad guy away.
Get away from me. And
Okay, Timmy. Look, he punched him. Okay, I see you.
don't trouble me anymore, or I'm gonna tell the principal about you.
The other kids ran away scared, and Tim turned to me with a bright smile.
Did you see that? I wasn't scared, and what you said worked.
He
After
hugged
that
her.
day, we started getting along and became the bestest of friends. And Tim grew up to be really protective of me. He'd keep me away from all the bad guys and trouble in school. Then on my 16th birthday, I told him I was gonna start working to support my aunt, but he had a weird reaction.
No, you can't do that. Your aunt wants you to study and make a life
I think he became too overprotective over her.
for yourself. You shouldn't be waiting tables. And if you need money, you can always tell me.
Tim was a genuine friend, and I loved how he always
I think he got a crush on her, y'all.
cared for me. But now I really wanted to support my aunt, so I took the job without telling anyone. But the very first week of my shift, something weird happened. I ended up making a mistake because of my color blindness, and the customer went bonkers on me. I would
Aw, man.
to see the manager right now and get you fired. But I told you it was a genuine mistake. But he kept shouting and started pulling my hand when one of his friends got up and stopped him.
let go of her hand and apologize to her right now.
Dude, you want me to apologize to this low-life waitress? As soon as he said that, the guy landed a punch on the bad guy's face and my jaw dropped.
He knocked him out.
Holy jeez! The manager immediately threw all of them out, but after my shift was over, I saw the guy who stood up for me was still sitting in the alleyway and his hands were bruised. I immediately got some ice for him. Excuse me, sir, you can use this. But for some reason, he looked really mad at me.
Who do you think you are trying to act all nice, huh? Just leave me alone.
I could see his eyes were red, like he'd been crying.
Dude, why you sitting out there all night like you was waiting for her? And she being nice to you. Now you mean to her, but you didn't help her out in the beginning.
And I thought it was best to leave him alone. But to my complete shock, I saw the same guy in my class the next day. The teacher introduced him as a new student, James. While the girls were drooling over his handsome looks, he kept staring at me the entire time. And the moment class was over, he came up to me.
I don't want you spreading any rumors about me from last night. Do you get that?
Before I could even reply, he just stormed away, and Timmy came running to me.
What happened? Was that guy bothering you?
I didn't want Timmy knowing about my job or anything about how I knew James, so I brushed it off and went ahead to
Timmy gon' find out about your job. He gon' find out about it.
prepare for my chemistry practicals. But turns out, James was already there. Minutes into the practical, I realized some of the labels on the chemicals were missing. So I asked James to help me differentiate, but he didn't even look at me. That jerk. I continued guessing and mixing the chemicals, but suddenly they caught fire, and I almost got hurt when James jumped in and pushed me out of the way. I quickly got up and put out the fire.
What are you, nuts? Did you want to die?
Suddenly, my eyes went to the burn on his hand.
He asked for your help and you didn't help her though.
And I rushed him to the nurse's room and gave him first aid myself.
Seems like you're always helping people who are hurt.
Yeah, especially those who get hurt because of me, and with you it's every single time. And that's when this tough guy finally let out a smile. You don't look so bad when you smile.
I know. I don't want the chicks going crazy over me, so I keep it under check.
This guy had multiple personalities. As time went by, we started spending more time together because we had similar projects, and James turned out to be a really fun person to hang out with. He'd often walk me to my work after school, and we'd enjoy all sorts of treats on our way. And even though he was a little mysterious,
They so cute, but when Timmy see this, is Timmy gonna get jealous?
he was growing on me by the day. But there was someone who just hated our closeness.
What's going on
Uh-huh.
between you and that new guy? He's bad news. Stay away from him, Marina.
What are you talking about? And how do you know he's bad?
Oh, come on. Haven't you seen? He's always covered in bruises. Just stay away from him, okay?
Well, I could understand Tim's concern, and there were things I wanted to know about James too. A few days later, we were at a friend's party playing Truth or Dare when I was given a dare to kiss James. My heart raced with excitement, but I saw Timmy looking at me with furious eyes. I wanted to run out of there, but thankfully, James got up and left first, and I let out a loud sigh. But later, when I went out, he was waiting for me.
Was it that bad, huh? The idea of kissing me so you sighed with such relief when I left?
He heard her sigh. Aw, man.
No, it's not like that. It's just that there's only so much I know about you, and I didn't. Suddenly, he pulled me close and looked deep into my eyes.
What do you want to know about me, Marina?
Well, why did you cry that night in the alleyway? And is there something that you keep from me?
My mom is really sick, and she was admitted to the ICU that day, and I couldn't help but...
Shh. It's okay. You don't have to say anymore. With that, I pulled him in for a kiss, and he whispered into my ears,
I love you, Marina.
Gosh, I love
Already? Like, I know y'all spent a lot of time together, but it seemed like y'all just met. Y'all just started spending time together, and you already love her?
him too. But the very next day at school, my fairy tale came to an end when I received a message from James's phone. Here's my parting gift to you, Marina. There were several pictures of me kissing him and me working as a waitress with ugly
Why did he do that? Why is he just posting pictures of them kissing and like, come on now, what's up with him? Is he crazy?
Captions, and he shared them with everyone in the school. What in the world?
It went
I tried to
viral.
call James about what was going on, but he wouldn't answer it. And I felt so embarrassed and furious about everything. But then Timmy came to me.
Hey, are you all right?
I thought he'd question me about the pictures, but he just took me home and comforted me. I don't believe what's going on, and I can't even reach James.
He left, Marina, and he's never coming back.
He then showed me the newspaper
Wow. What kind of dude is this?
articles of how James was the grandson of the same businessman who took away my aunt's
Wow. That's messed up.
bakery.
Was it a
I heard his
plot?
grandfather sent him here as a punishment because he used to be a jerk at his old school, but looks like he's still going around messing with people's feelings.
Gosh, there was no way I was going to forgive a jerk like him, but I wasn't going to cry over him either. I blocked him everywhere and decided to shift to another city for my college, along with my aunt. And after graduation, I joined a top law firm and helped my aunt open a nice bakery in the city itself. For the opening day, we sent out invites to everyone across the city, and it all went so well. After we were done with the day, we were about to close up when Timmy took me to the roof and proposed to me.
I love you, Marina. I have
I knew it. I knew it.
always loved you, and
Oh, Timmy, please stop. I liked him too, but he was my friend and I could never see him any other way.
what is it now? Don't tell me you still love that moron.
Timmy, what are you saying? You know I hate him.
Then why won't you say yes to me?
I tried to explain to him, but he wouldn't listen. And suddenly he pulled me in and tried to kiss me. God, Timmy, just stop. Just then, I saw a man pull him away and punch him hard. James,
Wow. And then he come out of nowhere. Come on now.
what in the world are you doing here?
How dare you touch her, you filthy.
I pulled him away before he could hurt Timmy anymore and slapped him hard in the face. Who do you think you are walking into my life again? Didn't you already mess around enough last time?
Marina, what are you saying? I never messed around with you.
Oh, really? Then why did you leave? And what about those texts and pictures?
What? I have no idea what you're saying. I know it was my fault to leave you like that, but I told Timmy everything.
What? What do you mean?
That night after you left the party, I received a call that my mom had passed away, and my grandfather wanted me to return home. Timmy was right there, and I asked him to inform you.
What?
I even tried to contact you, but you had me blocked everywhere. And when I called,
Wow. Timmy did something and he set everything up to make it look all bad. I know he did.
Timmy, he said you hated me and you were with him now.
Timmy, what is he saying? Did you hide this from me and lie to him?
Yeah, I hid the truth. I didn't want you to be with a jerk like him when I've loved you all my life. So I lied. For you.
But those messages from your phone and those posts.
I have no idea, Marina. I lost my phone the same night. You didn't lose it, moron. I stole it and sent those messages and those pictures.
Timmy,
Timmy is toxic. He's a toxic person.
can't believe you.
You son of a witch.
No, James, just let him go. He's a jerk and doesn't even deserve that.
Oh, Marina, please don't cry. I'm here. I'm here for you now.
Wow, that was so sweet. Y'all, I'm gonna watch some more of these. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned and I'll be back for more.